Well, here we are at Paulina Lake. Late August, first time up this year, but here we are. And we're going to try to do some fishing today. There's the lake, my favorite place, my favorite lake, my favorite high Cascades lake, that is. So let's get this boat launched and get going. We're on our way over to the far side of the lake, where I've got a little fishing hole that's usually been pretty good, almost always pretty good. So we're going to give that a try to start with and take it from there. It's about 3:30. The fishing has been slow, to say the least. This is usually a spot where I can, I've historically always done really well here. And I just got a bite and I've got a fish on. So let's see what we have here. Nice little rainbow, it looks like. I missed again. If I keep missing, I'm going to lose my fish. Well, he isn't giving up easily, that's for sure. So let's see if I can get him in the... Well, he keeps reeling out my line. Come on. Get in here. Get in here. Yes! Wow. Number 3 for the day so far. Okay, we're going to try this again in the same spot. I've moved in a little bit closer to the shore. I situated myself right over the drop-off. There's a drop-off ledge right here where it goes from about 10 feet to about 18 feet pretty abruptly. I've got a 2-rod endorsement on my license, which means that I can fish with 2 rods in a lake. So I'm going to set that guy down for the moment and pick this one up that I've left this one just sitting there. I hope that sometimes what happens is that it gets hung up. Now it looks like it might be hung up on the motor. Let's take a look. Let's see, yeah. Okay, I'm gonna have to get the line unhooked from the motor. It's not too bad. I might be able to just reel it. Yeah, there it is. Using 2 poles keeps you a little bit busier. It's not quite as lazy of a day as you would have if you were just fishing with 1 fishing pole. But using 2 rods kind of keeps you busy, and it's, I don't know, I kind of enjoy that part of it. Well, I got another fish on here, and it's promptly tangled itself in with my stringer. So I'm not quite sure. There's the fish. Well, this is complicated. Let's see what I can do here. There. Let's see if I even still have it. Oh yeah. But it's still hung up on something. It's hung up on my stringer. All the stupid things to have happened. Well, okay. Let's just do what we can. There's the fish. And there's my oh, I think I know what happened. I think I actually it not only wound itself around the stringer, but wound itself around the line in my other pole. So here's another very nice rainbow. I'm going to get the hook out of it, put it on the stringer. That'll be 4 fish. I have one more for my limit. Then I've got to decide whether I want to stay here or do something else just for the variety. So stay tuned while I get this fish on the stringer and try to make some sense of this tangle. Okay, here's what we've got. We've got the fishing line here hooked up with the line from my other pole that was under the boat. By doing that, maybe I can save at least one of these outfits. I don't know. There's a knot there. And then all this stuff just gets thrown away. And I'm just going to have to cut it loose. So here we go. Well, we're going to leave this hole, fishing hole. I just saw another one jump right out there. So that means there's more fish in there, and I know I could have caught my final one here, but I think I'd like to try, just for the fun of it, another spot on the lake to end up things with. And so way over there you might see that little patch. It looks like a slide, a tall slide. We call it the red slide. We're going to bust on over toward the red slide and fish our way back along that far edge over there. So here we go for a little ride across the lake. Here we are approaching the other shore. The red slide is just to the left of us. This is a little almost cove, a stretch of shoreline with hot springs in it. And people come here and bring shovels actually because the place is absolutely undeveloped. And there's just a series of some logs that people have placed, and then they bring shovels and they dig a pit in the sand on the shoreline. It fills with hot water, and they sit and they can soak themselves. And it's pretty hot water too. We're going to bypass the hot springs today and check out some fishing spots along the shoreline over here. Getting along later in the day so that the sun is almost setting behind the trees and the mountains here. So now I've got a tangle in my line. I'll just untangle it here. I Had worse tangles in this today. There we go. So we'll try this for a while and see if we can make anything happen. We fished our way all the way back at the dock and didn't get anything. I'm ending the day with 4 fish, which was my choice, and I'm not unhappy with that because it was kind of interesting and fun trying a new spot, but it didn't work out. I've got a little problem here that I hadn't anticipated though, and that is that one of the boards on my trailer here lost a bolt or a screw or something. That means that when I back in, this is going to float up and not allow the boat to come up on the trailer. So I've got to figure out a way to make that board stay put. Okay, I found a piece of rope in the boat. I tied it down. All I need to do is have it not float up so that it prevents the boat from loading. So let's give this a try and see if I can get the boat loaded. Well, I finally got the boat out of the water. It's a little bit of a chore doing it by yourself. It would have been interesting to video the process, but it was more comical than anything. The boat was not cooperating, trying to line up correctly on the trailer, but I finally got it done. I had to actually manually get down underneath the trailer and push it to the center, but thank goodness it's a light little boat. So here we are, hooked up, not all the way. I don't have the straps down, and I still have to crank the boat all the way up. But first, let's go clean the fish. There's a fish cleaning station here at the lake, so that makes it really nice to do, so you don't have to take them home and mess up your kitchen sink, which my wife would not appreciate at all. Here's the lake. There's Paulina Peak up there. I think that's about 8,000 feet. And it's getting on. It's about 6:45, and the sun's starting to set. So let's get to cleaning some fish and get home.